One of my strategies is to keep a 100-ounce jug of vodka right on my desk.
I wondered why you drink so liberally from that each episode, and now I know.
No, yeah. Whew. It works.
John Wolanske and John, the Untitled Chapter web series.
Hey!
Hey, all right.
Look at you. You went professional.
Well, it's the work episode. I figured I might dress up a little, not to put you on the spot.
I am dressed. I'm just a blue-collar fella. That's just how I roll.
I see. You seem real at home. Just one of the fellas.
Eating my lunch up here on the girder. Is this called a girder?
This episode will come with a glossary of terms.
Girder would be a good name for like a dating site. Blue collar searching for another blue collar.
Let's get down to business.
Girder.com. Is that what you wear to work?
On some calls, sometimes I will show up on a Zoom call with my camera off, looking fabulous. Because I know that the outfit will just improve my performance, but I don't want to make anyone else on the call feel bad for not dressing up. So I stay hidden.
You're like a method actor. You have to dress the part.
Exactly. Hey, wait, speaking of camera, are you recording?
Why don't we not ask me that every episode or ever again?
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll make note of it.
You're agreeing to that.
Yes, I will never ask you that question again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Listen, before we dive into this, a friend of mine who had not been watching the series, he caught up this week and he was asking about how the sausage is made. Do you guys prepare anything or is it scripted? And I said, don't you think if it was scripted, it would be a little more ambitious, a little bit tighter?
It is funny how many people ask how long it takes us to write the episode. It doesn't take us very long to write the episode, is the honest answer.
2 all-nighters a week, and then a rest day, and then it's show day.
The script has to be buttoned up by show day.
I talked to my dad. He had some praise for the show. He said, looks like you and that other fella are enjoying making the series.
That was always the best comment after an improv show. Back when I used to do improv shows, people would come up afterwards and say, you guys really look like you were having a good time. That's not a compliment. The work episode.
Working for a living, right?
Everybody's working for the weekend. Do you remember when you and I worked together that one summer as lifeguards?
Yes.
What was your favorite part of being a lifeguard?
Reinforcing general safety rules.
Yeah, that's right.
And mad flexing on the dweebs.
Your face always got super sunburned, as it did in this photo, didn't it?
I could never find the right SPF for above my neck.
What was your very first job?
Well, I mowed lawns in my neighborhood, going across the street, back and forth, mowing lawns for $10 a pop.
Is mowing lawns a euphemism? Is that a service that you would do in the neighborhood for the neighborhood ladies?
Yeah, got very popular. And then I weeded.
Yeah, I did. So you had a burgeoning landscaping empire.
Yes. I was a caddy briefly. And then I washed dishes.
In a restaurant or just at home?
Well, at home, of course. But in a restaurant, yeah. Herms. Fine dining.
How old were you when you were doing the dishwashing?
Oh, gosh, like 15. I loved it. I mean, you're kind of back there alone. It's a very specific task. You have some high-powered hoses in that washing machine that washes dishes in like 20 seconds. It was awesome. I stole food off of plates. Not proud of it, but they had great croutons.
Wait, you would eat food off the plates that came back into the kitchen?
Once in a while. Hey, I thought this was a safe space.
Safe, not gross.
What about you? What was your first job?
My mom's side of the family had the big dry cleaning business in Bakersfield, California. Somebody at the dry cleaning business hired me to videotape the trainings that they did for the new people that would work at the place where you drop off your clothes. And so I had a video camera, and I might have been 13 or 14 or something like that. My very first paycheck was filming this thing and then cutting it together. So in a way, I was working on web series 40 years ago.
Training videos for, I'm sorry, explain again, a dry cleaner?
Believe it or not, when you drop your clothes off at a dry cleaner's, the person who takes the dirty clothes from you has gone through some form of training.
What does the training consist of? Did you splooge on this, sir?
No, you didn't.
What is this stain?
It's not a what is the source of the stain training video, although that does sound like a great idea.
Yes, it does. Maybe we'll make that.
Customer service, how do you work the drawer? What do you do with the clothes once they've come in? That sort of thing.
Got it.
One of my other jobs that I had, very briefly, I worked at the Gap, the clothing store, the Gap.
Yeah, I got it. Not the hole in the ground. Yeah. I've heard of it.
And they had a training program. So basically, people have decided what they're going to buy at the Gap. They bring their crap up to the register. You have to try to get them to buy something else. And the thing that they taught you to say was, "Can I interest you in a scrunchie?" You had to practice that in the training. "Can I interest you in a scrunchie?" And then the first time I had to say it in the real world, I couldn't do it. The other thing I remember about that job is my manager's name was May, M-A-Y. And the first time I met her, I said, "May I call you May? I call you May. I don't know where to end the sentence."
And you started spinning around in a circle.
And she did not think that was funny. And so our relationship sort of went down from there.
Oh, she must get that a lot.
Yeah.
Whenever I would go to the Gap, you know that little, it was like a flat, you might have used it, a flat plastic tee that they would put into the shirts.
The shirt board.
The shirt board, it has a name.
It has a name.
Did you take one?
I probably have more shirt boards than I do old headshots back here. What was your favorite job you've ever had?
I would feel strange if I didn't say my current job,
Good man.
given who's watching.
I mean, my favorite job is, of course, my current job. What's your second favorite job?
Yes, we love our current jobs.
Love them.
The summer after I graduated college, I did a summer of summer stock theater. I got paid for it. And I
Wow.
couldn't believe it. Like the first paycheck I got to be in plays, like that whole summer was kind of like a dream.
But now we work in the world of advertising.
And you know what? Speaking of work, when chafing is going to work on your most sensitive areas, turn to Gold Bond's powder. Sprinkle on new Gold Bond Ultimate Men's Essential Body Powder with Refresh 360 scent. Its premium formulation absorbs odor and wetness to refresh and comfort your manly skin. And speaking of manly, you'll love the clean, crisp, irresistible scent. And you won't be the only one. So will your balls.
Is Gold Bond a sponsor of the show now?
Well, I hope so. I hope they see it and decide we're in. That's like a new strategy I've taken because a lot of my outreach, a lot of my cold calls are going unanswered. So I hope if they see it in the web series, they might kick us a few shekels.
Why did you call it web series?
I'm trying out a new character, like an old school Carson like.
Would you like to buy an ad on web series?
Yeah. What do you say, folks?
And Gold Bond, that's for your balls?
Well, it's for any parts of your skin that are in need of hydration, extra care, revitalization. So for you, yeah, your balls.
Thank you.
I'm so glad the live read could be with that background because, I mean, that's honestly the audience I need for these live reads. They seem jazzed.
These are the suits at Gold Bond. They're going to be like, get me web series on the phone.
Yeah.
We both currently work in the exciting world of advertising.
Yes.
Advertising is always one of those professions that gets ranked as the worst profession in the world, worse than like murderers or lawyers or
Digging ditches. Yeah.
but I actually kind of like it.
I like having a job where you solve problems with creativity, where you try to solve problems with something that's fun.
I remember talking to a younger person who works at the agency where you work out, and I mentioned your name, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he's very intense."
What?
I'm like, "Yeah, but he's really funny and fun." And they're like, not anymore."
You haven't talked to him in a while, have you?
John Wolanske? They kept saying, "John, you're talking about John Wolanske?"
You know, it's interesting that you're touching on this point because performance reviews are part of the job. And I asked a few people you used to work with to give you a performance review. Did you know I'd be doing this?
I did not know this was coming.
These are 6-word performance reviews of you.
Okay.
You want to hear a few?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is from Julie Selzo, your former creative partner.
I love Julie. I mean, I did before I heard what she wrote about me.
6-word performance reviews, and this is hers. World-class pet food ad writer. First of all, I didn't even know you were interested in pets. You don't have any, and you've sworn you will never get a pet.
Yeah, I hate them. I hate pets.
Is it that distance that allows you to be so keenly observational about how they work and think? And
I think it might have been the paycheck.
all right, here's another one from a different Julie.
Oh, God.
Julie Whitecotton.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Closed office door doesn't hide anger. Accurate?
Accurate.
Yes.
That could be written for me right now.
Perfect.
That might go on my tombstone.
Here's another one. John is smart. Told me often. That's from Mark Rourke.
Well, you know Rourke. You got to tell him things a few times. Let's look at a few more of my coworkers. These guys.
Yay. Why?
This guy's happy.
That looks like a young Anthony Fauci right there with a thumbs up.
Maybe Fauci did some stock photo modeling early in his career.
Wear your mask. Was that good? Did you like that impression?
You do a really good Fauci.
Thank you.
Do Dr. Fauci pronouncing web series in the new way.
Web series. Is this another episode of web series?
Yeah, that summer of summer stock really really was good for you.
Why there was only one? There was only one.
Let's talk about the next episode.
Let's.
Thinking that maybe the next episode should be the theme vacation.
I love it. We go from work to vacation. It makes sense. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, good app.
Good app. Good app.
Good app.
John Wolanske and Jon Kovacevich are making a web series, and this is the web series that they are making. The web series from Jon Kovacevich and John Wolanske.